All right, well, let's get started in child's pose. Bring your knees out wide, your big toes come together. Sink your hips back to your heels. Reach your arms forward and rest your forehead on your mat. Taking a big breath in through your nose, fill up your belly. In an open mouth, open jaw, exhale, side out. Another one just like that. Breath in. And a breath out. Taking a few moments to get settled in here. To get present on your mat. Letting go of everything from outside these four corners. Take a big breath in through your nose. And then through your nose, breathe out. Find a slight constriction at the back of your throat as you breathe to begin to build heat in your body. Take a big breath in. Through your nose, breath out. And begin to rock your forehead from side to side. Finding a little movement here. And then when you're ready, slowly coming into a tabletop position, stack your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Reach the crown of your head forward and engage your belly. Pull your belly button up and in. And then come into a spinal balance. Reach your right leg back, flex your toes behind you. Try to keep your hips level and reach your left arm forward. Your thumb faces towards the ceiling. Like you're giving someone a handshake, your bicep frames your ear. Find your balance. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee, round your spine, sunbird crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunch in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, extend, pause here. Bend your back knee and reach for your foot with your hand. Kick your foot into your hand to find a little bit of a stretch on your quad. Big breath in. Exhale, gently release back into tabletop. And then switch out to the other side. Reach your left leg behind you, flex your toes. Reach your right arm forward. Your thumb facing up. Keep your hips level. Keep that core nice and engaged. Take a big breath in. Exhale, round your spine. Bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, pause. And then bend your knee and grab for your foot. And breathe into your quad here. Take a big breath in. Slowly, gently release back to tabletop. We'll flow through a couple cat-cows to reset. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, spread your collarbone. Exhale, round and curl, gaze towards your belly button. Inhale, cow pose, gaze forward. Exhale, Press into your palms around your spine, cat. One more time, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Come back into that neutral tabletop position. Plant your hands slightly forward and then come into a plank pose. So adjust your hands and your feet here to get into that nice alignment. Reach the crown of your head forward, reach your heels back. Shoulders stack over your wrist, pull your belly button up and in. Big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out your feet right away. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Rock your hips from side to side. Just beginning to explore the sensations in your body here. And then come into stillness, spread your fingertips out wide. Take a nice bend in your knees to lift your hips a little higher, press your chest a little closer to your thighs. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, slowly take tiny steps to the top of your mat. Let your hips be hip width distance or wider. Keep that bend in your knee. Option to grab for opposite elbow here. Wherever you are, let your weight fall slightly forward to the ball mounds of your feet. And release any tension in your torso and your neck. Shake your head no. And nod your head yes. Big breath in. Exhale, release your palms down to your mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch. And then slowly rise one vertebra at a time to standing. When you get there, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. One more time, up, back, and down. And then bring your hands together at your heart and close your eyes. And set an intention here for your practice. I offer up an intention of moving with grace and also just having grace for yourself as we move through some balance poses today. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Another breath in. Through your nose, breathe out. Release your palms by your side. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Shrug your shoulders down away from your ears here. Grab your left wrist with your right and reach up and over towards the right. Shift your hips towards the left. Find a nice side flexion. Big breath in. Exhale, maybe you stretch over a little more towards the right. Inhale, come through center. Grab your right wrist this time and then reach up and over towards the left. Shift your hips towards the right. And breathe into your intercostal muscles on the right side this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through center. Release your grip. Exhale, cactus your arms. Shine your heart up. Gaze up. Shift your hips forward. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, slow with control. Fold forward at the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat spine, hands to shins or thighs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. And lower all the way down onto your belly, slow with control. When you get there, untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest off the mat. Keep your elbows in towards your sides. Little to no weight in your hands. Maybe they even hover off of the mat. Keep your gaze down to keep your neck. Inhale. Exhale, release. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Press your toenails into the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes under, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, downward facing dog. We'll flow through that a few times. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees and travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, stretch over towards the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, grab your right wrist, stretch over towards the left. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, cactus your arms, back bend. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause here. This time move into Chaturanga if you'd like. Lower no further than halfway down. Then shine your heart forward. Straightenish out your elbows, only your palms and the tops of your feet contact the mat. Roll your shoulders back. And then exhale, roll over your toes, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, stand up, reach up. Exhale, stretch over towards the right. Inhale. Exhale, over towards the left. Inhale, move through center. Exhale, shine your heart. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Look out. Exhale, plant your hands. Option for Chaturanga or option to do the baby cobras we did earlier or to skip these all together. We meet back in downward facing dog. Breath in and a breath out. Seal your lips, breath in. Through your nose, breathe out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Now exhale, fold. Switching it up this time, sit your booty low, reach your arms up, chair pose. Find your stance here, squeeze your inner thighs together. Shift your weight slightly towards your heels, spiral your pinky fingers towards your midline to fire up your arms. Keep your heart nice and proud. Sink a little bit deeper here. Breath in. Exhale, bring your palms together at your heart center. Inhale, shift forward. And then hook your left elbow onto the outside of your right knee. Keep your knees in line with each other and twist open towards the right. Pull your belly button off of your thighs. Gaze up over your right shoulder. And try to draw your thumbs towards your sternum. Big breath in. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Your left foot steps back. Heel your right foot out just a little bit. And then plant your left foot down so that your toes face to the top left corner of your mat at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Again, feel free to adjust your stance here. Your right knee stacked over your right ankle. Press into the pinky toe edge of your back foot. And then pull your right hip back, your left hip forward so you square your hips towards the front or as much as you can. Pull your belly button in and let your hip tips come just slightly up and back to tuck your pelvis under. Reach your arms up overhead. Shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, release your arms behind your back, interlace them. Inhale, puff up your chest, get a little bit of a back bend. And then fold forward at your hips, humble warrior. Keep at least a micro bend in your elbows. Let your shoulders and your neck release any tension. Inhale. Exhale, release your palms down. Inhale, rise, standing splits, lift your back leg off the mat. Keep a bend in your bottom leg so you can contact the earth with your palms of your hands. Spiral your left inner thigh up towards the ceiling to help you square your hips down. Engage your glute and your hamstring to lift your heel a little bit higher. Bring your gaze slightly out and begin to shift your weight into your right foot as you lift your palms up and back into full airplane, palms face down. Find a non-moving point here to balance. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly lower your back foot down, tap it back, crescent plane. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Deepen into your lunge a little bit by lowering your back knee down towards the mat. Then without losing too much depth in your front lunge, just straighten it out just a little bit. Pull your right hip back, your left hip forward to keep them squared to the front. And then exhale, open up, warrior two. Your front heel, your right heel is going to intersect your left arch. Shoulders stack over your hips, your gaze over your front middle finger. And then pull your heels in towards your midline to fire up your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior, commit to that front lunge, reach up and back. No weight in this back arm. Maybe it's just resting on your thigh. Maybe it's on your low back here. Then pull your shoulder back into its socket. Gaze up. And then exhale, extended side angle. Come back to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. And then exhale, tick-tock your arms to earth and sky. Let your right forearm rest on your right thigh. Stay committed to that front lunge. Gaze up. And then use that thigh to forearm connection to corkscrew your body just a little more as you gaze up. And then start to gaze down to the upper right-hand corner of your mat. Lower your right palm down, maybe scoot your back knee in a little bit. And then launch off. So you only have your right foot and your right fingertips connected to the earth for half moon. Keep your left toes flexed. Reach your left arm high. Take any bend in this bottom knee that you need to contact the earth. Big breath in. Exhale, release your left palm down, standing splits. Breath in. Exhale, tap your left foot down for low lunge, then step your right leg back and flow through chaturanga or your flow, meeting back in downward facing dog. Big breath in and a breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit low, reach up. Chair pose your second time through this time. Keep that integrity in this position. Then bring your palms together at your heart. Inhale, shift forward. This time, hook your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Keep your knees in line with each other as you twist towards the left. Keep your hips low. Squeeze your inner thighs together and try to draw your thumbs towards your sternum. Gaze past your left shoulder here. Breath in. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Your right foot steps back and set up for that warrior one. So toe heel your left foot out just a little bit. And then plant your right heel down. So So your right toes will face towards the upper right corner of your mat. And then rise to standing. Again, take this chance to adjust your stance. Your left knee stacks over your left ankle. Press firmly into the right edge of your right foot, as well as your heel. Then pull your left hip back, right hip forward to try to square forward. Shrug your shoulders down. Breath in. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. This time, do your goofy grip, so whatever the opposite, thumb on top. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Micro bend your elbows. Release tension in your neck and your head. Big breath in. Exhale, release your palms down to your mat. Inhale, launch forward, standing splits. Your right leg lifts. Spiral your inner thigh up towards the ceiling to square your right hip down. Engage your glute and your hamstring to lift your heel a little higher. Keep your right toes flexed. And then start to gaze out and lift up. Slow with control to rise to airplane. If you fall out, just try to get back into it. Your palms face down, lift your triceps a little higher, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breath in. Exhale, slowly tap your right leg back, crescent plane. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, stack your shoulders over your hips. Readjust your stance if you need to. Bend into that right knee, deepen your lunge just a little bit, and then straightenish out that back leg again. Tuck your pelvis up and back here. And then exhale, open up, warrior two. Lengthen out your stance here. Maybe even straighten and bend into that front leg before you settle in. Shrug your shoulders down. Pull those heels into midline, engage those legs. Then inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Pull your shoulder back into its socket. Exhale, extended side angle, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward, shift your hips back. And then tick-tock your arms to earth and sky. Keep that front knee stacked over your ankle. Gaze up towards your top thumb. Then gaze down to your upper left corner of your mat. Plant your left palm, maybe bring your back leg in a little bit before you launch up into half moon. Try to stack your shoulders in one line and your hips in one line. Keep your right toes flexed here. Find a non-moving point in front of you to help you keep your balance. Breath in. Exhale, release your right palm down. Standing splits. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly tap your right foot back. Then step your left foot back and flow through your vinyasa, whatever your body needs right now. And meet back in downward facing dog. Big breath in. Breath out to release. Another breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. We'll flow that through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit low, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, bring your palms into your heart. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lock your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Set up for warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, shift forward, humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, release your palms down. Inhale, rise, standing splits. Exhale, slow with control, rise, full airplane. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, gently tap your left foot back. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Keep that front lunge. Exhale, extended side angle. Gaze down. Inhale, come up for half moon. Exhale, release your palm, standing splits. Inhale, tap your left foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to move through ekapada, keeping your right toes lifted. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. Exhale, hands into your heart. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, Set up for warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands behind your back, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, release your palms down. Inhale, rise, standing splits. Exhale, rise to full airplane. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, slowly tap your right foot back. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Find your flow and grace here. Gaze down. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, tap your right leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep open mouth exhale. Inhale, lift up onto your heel, lift your heels high. And then just come onto your knees. Come into child's pose. Maybe grab a sip of water here. We'll stay for a couple of rounds of breath. Take a big deep breath in and a deep breath out. Another breath in and a breath out. Then slowly come back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Through your nose, breathe out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Pause here. We'll move into eagle. We'll do eagle on the right first. Bring your left arm underneath your right. Try to stack your elbows in line with your shoulders here. And then shift your weight into your right leg. Lift your left leg up and over. You can use your left foot as a kickstand or just squeeze your inner thighs together. Maybe even wrap your left leg around your right. Try to stack your shoulders over your hips. And then maybe sink your hips a little deeper. Find that non-moving point to help you balance. Squeeze everything into midline. And then maybe kickstand your foot if you're not there. Inhale, lift your elbow tips up. And then exhale, bring your elbows to your knee to crunch down. We'll just do this 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, elbows to knee. Last one, inhale, lift your elbows up. I'm gonna crunch down. Inhale, come back to eagle. Then exhale, release. Come into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach up. Moving into the other side. This time, wrap your right elbow under your left. Lift your elbows up so they're in line with your shoulders. Then shift your weight into your left foot. So lift your right leg up and over your left. And maybe use that kickstand. Or maybe to start, you keep your thighs squeezing in towards each other. Seg your shoulders over your hips. Maybe sink a little deeper. Squeeze everything together. Now kickstand that right leg if you want. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale, crunch down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come back up to the eagle. And then exhale, release, shake everything out. Come back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and then lower all the way down onto your belly. Let your right ear fall onto the mat, reach your arms by your sides. Belly down, Travasana. Just for one breath. Feel your heartbeat into the mat beneath you. Bring your gaze to center. Place your palms underneath your shoulders. And inhale, rise. Baby cobra like we did at the beginning of class. Exhale, release. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest high. And then also lift your heels high. Keep your heels together. Or locust pose. Gaze slightly out. Breath in. Exhale, release. Let your left ear fall to the mat this time. Slow down your heart. Bring your gaze back to center. Coming into floor bow, bend your knees and grab for the outsides of your feet. And then bring your knees back together. Inhale, lift your chest and then kick your feet into your hands to lift your knees slightly. Maybe you rock back and forth with your breath. Take another breath in. Exhale, gently release back down. And then press yourself up and back to child's pose. Catch back up with your breath here. Breath in, breath out. And come up to standing on your knees. Stack your hips over your knees. Bring your palms to your low back, your thumbs face out, so that you have your chest nice and wide. And then start to gaze up and back. Shift your hips forward. Stay here, or maybe you can walk your hands down. Keep your hips over your knees here. Then bring some open mouth exhale, some lion's breath with your tongue sticking out. Breath in. One more time. And slowly sag your shoulders back over your hips. Sink your hips to your heels and curl your chin to your chest and lower your forehead towards your knees. Grab for the outsides of your feet and pull to lift your head just a little bit off of the mat for rabbit pose. Breath in. Exhale, slowly release. And come back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a cleansing breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knee, open your hip. Then square your right hip back down, three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist, your right ankle towards your left wrist, setting up for half pigeon. Squeeze your inner thighs together to help you square your hips and gaze over your right shoulder. And then once you're ready, you can stay up on your palms, or maybe you sleep your pigeon. And let your forehead contact something, maybe your fists. Focus on your breath. And let your thoughts just flow in and out. Another deep breath in. Breath out. Slowly rise up onto the palms of your hands. Tuck your back toes under. And lift your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Shake anything out. And then knee back and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Bend your knee to open up your hip. And then square your left hip back down, three-legged dog. And exhale, half pigeon on the left. Your left knee goes towards your left wrist. Your left ankle towards your right. And squeeze your inner thighs together. Gaze over your left shoulder. And then if you did so on the other side, lower down to sleep your pigeon. Breathe into the space on your left hip. Come back to your breath. Big breath in. Then a big breath out. Slowly press back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toe under. And lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. And come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Then exhale, come forward through to a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you. Maybe a nice little bend in your knees. Make sure your sits bones contact the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Then exhale, fold forward at your hips. Try to keep a nice long spine here. So grab for wherever you need to accomplish that. Inhale, slowly rise. Make sure you have a place to land on behind you. And then reach your arms forward. And then slowly lower down onto your mat. When you get there, bring your knees in towards your chest and rock from side to side. Plant your feet onto the mat. Keep your heels close to your booty. Inhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. Maybe interlace your fingers underneath to help you lift your hips a little higher. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Try to relax your glutes here. Gaze slightly back. Breath in. Exhale, slowly release your hands and lower back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Then move into happy baby. Cover the insides or outsides of your feet. And find whatever movement feels natural and good to your body in this moment. Inhale, bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Bring your forehead to your knees. Maybe kiss your knees in gratitude. Scrunch everything in tight. Breath and exhale, release. Final Shavasana. Let your feet go out wide to take up space. Your arms wide. Maybe shrug your shoulder blades together to lift your heart. Let your limbs fall and feel supported beneath you. Release any control over your breath. Relax your face, your cheeks, your forehead. Relax your eyebrows and your eyelids. Let your jaw hang heavy and release your tongue off the roof of your mouth. And relax the space between your eyebrows. I will guide you out when it's time. So let yourself just soak up these final moments here. Take a big breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, release. Stay here longer if you can, or if you're ready to move on, find gentle movements in your fingers and your toes. Circle out your wrists and your ankles. And reach your arms up overhead, arch your back, point your toes. And then bring your knees up towards your chest. As you fall over to either side, rest your head on your bicep. Pause here in this transition. Then gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Eyes closed. Bring your palms together at your heart center. And then bring your thumbs to your third eye center. Thank you so much for dedicating this time to yourself and for letting me be your guide through it today. We bow forward to seal our practice together. Namaste.